What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I wanted to make this video kind of short. I got a lot to do. Oksana's only day off, so we are trying to prepare for winter time. So right now I want to give you an update on the solar, and it's been doing pretty well. We have had to run a generator a few times because it was just absolutely no sun, and that is mainly because we just don't have enough batteries yet, which we plan to get soon. But a couple people asked me why we have this box right here instead of just the regular transfer switch, and that's mainly because, one, we could not find one locally, and they're pretty expensive. And then when we were doing some thinking, Christian and I came up with the idea that it would just be better to do it this way, and I'll explain why. And that's mostly because we're running a 9,000 watt generator outside, okay? Now, there's two options with the Ames inverter. You could wire it the way they want you to, and that is directly into the back of the inverter up here, okay? And that would go to your generator cable, okay? And as soon as you turn your generator on, it'll switch over and then backfeed into your panel normally the way from the AC output, right? We decided to wire two separate breakers, okay? So the first breaker cuts off the power from the solar portion, the AC output, okay? So there's no AC output on when we're running our generator. That's because we have this other breaker that gets turned on when we're running the generator. It is actually putting power into the inverter for the 100 amp charger, and then it's also going directly to the breaker box. So instead of being limited by the size of the inverter, because this is only 4,000 watts, I think it's 12,000 peak, but it's only 4,000 watts running, we would be limited by that AC output. So we decided to have it straight wired to the panel from the generator, and then also the inverter to just do the charging function. So once it's charged up, then I just shut the generator off and run it off the solar anyways. But it gives us the ability to take the full potential of the generator into our breaker box and charge our batteries at the same time. Now, my only problem right now is that if I run my inverter totally to the point where my batteries are completely depleted, it no longer can turn the inverter on when I start the generator. The AC input does not turn the inverter on. It uses the DC, so it has to have enough charge for it to register and be able to say, hey, I've got AC input, start charging my batteries. So that's something to keep in mind if you're going to do this. I need to get a special or a standalone charger just in case that happens, because it has happened a couple times in the middle of the night. So that way, if I do run out and I need to start the generator, I can still charge my batteries, because right now I have to wait until morning in order for it to get enough in my batteries to get the inverter on and say, hey, you know, I sense a AC input and I can charge with it. So that's why we decided to set it up this way. No, marine transfer switch or anything like that. Maybe in the future I'll do that, but right now I just want to be able to use all of the power from the generator. So I'm going to go outside and show you guys the really exciting part of this video that I've been waiting to share with you guys forever, and we've finally got it. It's a huge game changer for the Homestead, and it's really going to allow us to expand and forever expand as long as I keep it going. So I'm going to go outside. It's snowing outside. It's been snowing pretty much every day now, so we're trying to just get everything cleaned up and keep working on building a barn. And we're selling the pigs and processing a lot of pigs. Got a full freezer of meat, so that's been going good. We're trying to just basically get ready for winter, because winter is already here. So I'm gonna go outside and stop rambling and show you guys what's going on. All right, everybody, here it is. This is the Logosol F2, and this is what I wanted to show you guys. It is a chainsaw mill. I know what a lot of you are thinking. Why in the hell would you get a chainsaw mill when I probably could have gotten a decent bandsaw mill for the same price? And that's mostly because of logistics. My property out here is extremely rough terrain. The only way to move decent sized logs is with a really big skidder, which, you know, if you know what a skidder is, they're big giant pieces of expensive equipment. And I just really don't want a logger out here anymore, because we had our own fair share of issues with that. They wanted to cut anything over 10 inches, and I wasn't okay with that. They're gonna ravage my forest. So we had them leave. So now I wanted something that was gonna be more, you know, transportable, you know, easier to transport. This I can break down. I can put it in a little tiny trailer behind the four-wheeler and get it virtually anywhere. And then mill the logs right there in place, stack them, let them dry, and then go back and then build with them right where I want the cabins. So I will clear the area for the cabins around the ponds. I will mill the logs, leave the lumber there. There'll be no transporting logs, there'll be no transporting lumber. Everything will be there, and I'll be prepping each area accordingly. And then that's the way I think it would be smartest for me, because the less moving things around, the better. And I'm already going to be building out there. That's what I want it for. And then I'll have like a permanent station here that I have a big log table, so when it's here at the house, I'll be able to do it more efficiently and have a giant pile of logs, you know, for projects around here. But that's why I got the chainsaw mill. And also I already have the power head. I already have a MS391, which is plenty of power, and with a really sharp chain, it really does go way faster. It ain't even comparable to the timber jig. I can cut this whole pile of logs here in an hour, you know, as long as I have a sharp chain. So that's basically what's been going on with that. I've been milling a ton of wood. I've got my gate over there mostly done. I gotta still do some work over there, trim it out a little bit and put some latches on there. But that's all lumber that I had milled up with the Logosol. So, you know, it is definitely worth the money. It's not for everybody. Each person's gonna have their own situation, which is gonna determine what kind of mill you want. I was gonna get the Woodland HM126 or HM122, and they're sold out and on back order for like the next year or something, so it wasn't even an option. So this was the next best thing, and really it's gonna be better for me, because there's gonna be logs that I can't even move. So I can carry the mill right over to the log, no matter where it's at, roll the log up onto the mill with some ramps, and yeah, I'll be able to mill anything around here without having big equipment. So if you don't have big equipment, I suggest something like this. You know, it's definitely worth the money. People might not think it is, but it really is, because this system right here is not a complete system. This is just its base model, its base form. I can extend this mill infinitely. Like, it's a modular system, so I can literally extend it infinitely. I could put 50-foot logs and have this thing in a warehouse on a slab and be able to get them on there and mill a perfectly straight board, you know. There's people out there that have them, and then they also have the electric saws that go on there with the self-feeding, so it'll just self-feed its way through the log and then push the board back to you. You ain't even got to move. And then they have log molders that ride on this I-beam, and you can make log cabin kits. There's a little bandsaw that will sit up on top of it. You name it, they've got it. And you can do a lot more things with this mill than you can with a standard bandsaw mill, you know. So I suggest looking into them if you guys are, you know, in the market for a mill and you don't have big equipment. I'm not here to sell it on you. I'm just explaining why I chose to go with this one, because, you know, even my dad was asking why would I go back to a chainsaw mill. Well, it's what, not only it's what I'm comfortable with, but it just makes more sense for me. So anyways, that's what I wanted to show you. I'm gonna go show you the barn now and show you where the progress is with that. I've got a big pile of lumber over here I've got to carry over there. So that's it's another reason why, you know, I've been kind of slacking on the videos, because it's not exactly easy. I've got probably 30 different projects going on at once. So there is the barn over there. I'm not even gonna bother going over there right now. Looks like we got a flood again going across the bridge. Every time the snow melts, the bridge overfills and then it goes around it. So I've got to put a culvert over there or something. So yeah, and then I've got these little turds running around tearing crap up. So hopefully they'll all be sold here quick. But they're doing good, getting big. They literally stand at my back door squealing. I try to contain them, but they either dig their way out or they, you know, whatever fence I put up, the little turds just break out anyway. So they're always standing at the back door squealing for food. Annoying as all hell, but cute. They got to go home. So we're hopefully going to sell them this week. And then we'll only have the breeders for the winter time. We got a couple deals with local restaurants for food for this winter. So we're filling up lots of buckets of scraps from a couple different kitchens, which is nice. So we'll continue to do that. And yeah, because right now it's been getting pretty expensive with everything we're trying to do. And we're trying to pick and choose exactly what next step we can do, you know, every week, with still trying to, you know, maintain, you know, our bills. And food cost is getting crazy, gas, you know, everything's going up. So we got to start cutting back on other things. So right now we're trying to thin the herd, you know, process lots of pigs. We got about a dozen roosters to process. Maybe I'll make a video out of that. What else is going on? That's pretty much it. Got to clean this place up and make sure I'm not burying stuff in the snow, you know. Between the kids scattering, I got my 4-year-old, he loves tools. He loves to go take my tools out into the woods and leave them everywhere. So between him and the pigs, the little piglets tearing stuff up, I got to go around and pick up a lot of stuff. Goats are coming over and seeing what I'm doing. Little weirdo. Oh, here's Piss Face. This is Piss Face. We just decided to call Buster Piss Face now because 9 out of 10 times he walks up to you, he starts to piss on his face. Probably gonna do it right now. Sicko. So male goats, if you don't know about them, be prepared for that. It's pretty nasty. There's a couple times he got me because I wasn't even paying attention. He comes up behind me, starts pissing on his face, and he's pissing all over my boots too. Oh, he's doing it right now. Look, there you go. See? That's Piss Face. Oh, it's fucking nasty. Oh my god. Yeah, is that good? Sicko. Alright, anyways, that's all I got for you guys. I just wanted to check in and you know, show you guys what's going on. I'll make some milling videos here soon. I just have to kind of prepare for winter, get all my firewood taken care of and all that other stuff. I'm not gonna bore you guys with firewood videos. You can go watch those, you know, on another channel. I'm not the type to want to do pointless videos for you guys. I want to give you guys meaningful updates and show you guys actually how we're doing it. You know, we're real people, normal people. We're making things, you know, on a shoestring. We're really trying to make it happen with normal means. Let's just say it that way. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy the video. I will see you guys on the next time. Take care, stay warm, and have a good Christmas if I don't see you by then.